Hey Theresa, I'm gonna try to make this one a little shorter because I already did some other videos for you today so that you would have some videos to watch. Truly, I kind of had more like broken up time today, so I tried to make the videos more like spread out and broken up as smaller pieces because I'm still trying to do a video every day. And that was funny, there's someone walking past my window. I didn't want to make eye contact with them. Yeah, I'm trying to do a video every day because these vlogs are really helpful for me. And well, so far, I mean, they're very new, but it feels really helpful because talking to myself kind of helps me like get a handle on like what's been on my mind. It feels like sometimes there's so much that goes like in and out and around and through and through and through that it's like just easy to lose track, you know? It's really easy to lose track. And I don't know if you have like any non-me people watching have like struggles with their memories like I do, but if you do, then you get it. It's like even more confusing and like very, can be like such a whirlwind, you know, of stuff going on. And so to try to center myself and ground myself in that whirlwind of new thoughts and ideas and events every single day, always happening, I communicate with myself. I use my writing for that, but now I'm also using these videos because I especially noticed that like I use my photos to record my memories a lot. Like when I'm trying to remember an event in my life and like when it might have happened, a lot of times I go to my photos until I can find like the stuff I was wearing that day or when it happened or around that time, like the I don't know, like the style I had or the haircut that I had. Like that's like how I kind of keep track of time. And so so having videos where I'm actually talking to myself and like it's not just like a visual cue of like what's in my, you know, what's in my room, what's in my wardrobe, what am I wearing, what does my hair look like, you know, those questions that kind of key me into like a specific time, a specific event. It's actually me communicating about this specific event, time, and memory and all of that. So so that is why I'm doing these videos. And today, honestly, I was having so much fun during the first part of my day, just relaxing and eating really, really tasty food that a close friend made for me. And then I agreed to run to the mall to get some food for somebody with other friends, you know, not alone, not by myself. But I forgot that it's a weekend and it's also the 3-day weekend because of Labor Day. And wow, it was really intense. It was so overstimulating. There were so many people, and like I used to work in a mall like a lot. Like now I kind of look back and I'm like, how did I do that? Like just like being around so many bodies moving around you, like all constantly moving, and there being like very little space where you can be, where you're not going to be like surrounded by people walking past you and walking around you. Like it's a lot of sensory input, it's a lot of stimulation, it's a lot of brain processing, because there's so much visual information to try to process and so much like constantly changing visual information. It's a lot. but also like just like you can kind of feel people in, you know, part of the reason of having personal space is just like to have a comfortable amount of, you know, room for yourself to move around and express yourself and not feel like, you know, you're bumping into someone or someone's like right over you or hovering you or like, you know, about to touch you or bump into you kind of thing. Like obviously there's that, but then it's also like you can kind of feel people's like emotional energy when they're so close to you, like even when they're like walking past, like it kind of feels like a wave, you know, like over you or crashing past you or something. Like it just is very yeah. So now I'm honestly feeling kind of overstimulated. It was a lot in the parking lot too, you know, like congestion and like cars and like people kind of being cranky, and that is very, very stimulating. So and we're about to have a friend over, like one of our neighbors, and so I thought that it would be a good time to spend some time with myself alone. Less stimulation. As you can see, the room behind me is kind of dimmer right now. I'm just sitting in the light of my window because that feels like, it feels very balanced from a sensory perspective. And the AC is on. I guess you can't see, but I was gonna say the AC, oh, my windowsill. There, now you can see. The AC is on, so I get a little chilly when it starts to get too cool in the house from the AC, especially because my room tends to be a little bit, oops, I guess that's right over the camera. My room tends to be a little bit colder than the rest of the house, which can be nice, and sometimes not. So, but it's nice right now because I'm using this nice soft blanket, so it kind of adds to the sensory comfort and sensory grounding that I'm trying to do, especially like talking in a lower register. That also helps. Talking a little bit slower. I don't know if it's gonna be like noticeable for me when I'm watching this back another time, but maybe you'll be able to tell that I am trying to pace myself a little bit more in this video, and I'm trying to go a little bit slower so that I don't like work myself up a lot, and just to help me like relax and ground before more stimulation, you know, which I'm very excited for because we're gonna possibly play some games, definitely eat some delicious food because my other friend and roommate is making macaroni and cheese, which is so good. I can't have any carbs or starches because I have issues with my blood sugar. I'm not 100% sure if I'm pre-diabetic or I just am like steps before that, and or if I just kind of have trouble regulating blood sugar. My doctor was not very clear with me. They didn't give me a glucose monitor. She just told me to stop eating any carbs or starches or sugars, like simple carbs. So I can't really eat fruits for the most part, except like in very small amounts, like with a lot of like proteins and fats and like complex carbs. So like I can have veggies and stuff, but my roommate makes a delicious keto mac and cheese that is safe for me to eat, and that's what we'll be having. So that's going to be very, very deliciously stimulating, but it's also more stimulation, so I'm grounding before I go do that. And I think possibly, maybe, hopefully, eventually, can I think of any more adverbs? I think we're also going to be eating keto brownies from a keto brownie mix that has no sugar, or maybe like 1 gram of sugar, which I can eat safely. So I'm so super excited for that. And we might listen to music and have a little like dance party. I mean, there will only be like 4 or 5 of us, so it's not gonna be the kind of party that you're thinking of a house party. It's definitely not that. And like none of us can have alcohol because it makes us so sick. Old enough, but not able-bodied enough, which is fine with me because alcohol is so destructive on your body, really destructive, and very as a habit-forming substance, it's one of the worst. Among other really destructive substances, but it's I don't know. Yeah, so it's not gonna be like one of those parties that you're imagining. No, not like that. But still very, very fun, and actually way more fun than those kind of parties for people like me and people like us, at least, because I don't like being crowded by a bunch of people, and I don't like being around a bunch of drunk people, and I really like having a place to sit down at a party, having a place to sit down and have my personal space and maybe enough space for my yarn so I can do a craft, because that's my favorite kind of party, is a craft party where we all sit down and craft, like at the same time in the same space, not even necessarily like together. We might not even be talking sometimes, just quietly sitting and crafting together is so relaxing, and it's very, very good quality time. So I'm hoping that we'll do a little bit of that. I probably will, at least. I'll be sitting there crocheting because it helps me, the stim and the like mental thing to focus on when I start to feel like not exactly bored, but like where I don't know what to do with myself maybe, or like I should have a thing to do and I don't know what that is. I don't know if you guys ever feel that way too. It really helps me with that. So that's what I'll be doing. Yeah, so far this is helping a lot. This is helping to just ground and like kind of come back to center again. Yeah, I feel calmer. I will also take this opportunity to tell you about the haircut, because you did this yourself. That's right, yes. I cut this. Yeah. I'm really proud of it, honestly. I had really, really long hair that I've been growing, like it was past my hip line, down to my butt, and I always wanted to like grow my hair that long. I always wanted to grow my hair that long and see how much longer I could grow it. Like I wanted to grow it down to like my ankles like a witch, and I did very much have that feeling, but my hair is very thick and heavy, and it was just like, so much physical energy to keep it maintained, like just cleanliness wise, like and like tangle wise, like it just got tangled so much that I couldn't even wear it down anymore, and I was braiding it every day. And don't get me wrong, I love a braid every day, even a braid, leave it for a few days, brush it, braid it again. I truly was thriving off that for a little while, but it still became too heavy and too much, and so I chopped it like very uneven on purpose. Like I really wanted like a bunch of short stuff at the top and some long at the bottom, and so I kept like this stuff like long, it was all really long, and then just like some stuff around here I chopped off, except for like some of this, like to this side. I had like a long piece here, and I would braid that too. But it still was a problem for tangles because the long parts were just like so long that they got tangled really fast no matter what I did with them. And it was gonna be a little bit difficult to get past an interview with that hair for most of the jobs that I have like access to. So I watched a couple YouTube videos, and I chopped it like kind of to give myself a mullet type of thing, and I'm so happy with how it turned out. One of the guests at the hotel where I was working actually complimented me and asked for the hairdresser. Like, she wanted to know who cut my hair because she wanted me to refer her to them. And I was like, wow, actually it was me, I did it myself. And she said, wow, you're really talented. And I was like, oh, interesting, because I got a lot of compliments on this haircut, actually unprompted, which is funny because at first when I did it I was like, oh my gosh, like did I totally mess this up? Like, do I just like look really, I don't know, really silly now? But I don't think so. I think I'm really happy with it. It took me a minute to get used to it for sure, and some of it in the back sticks up in a weird way. It sticks up, but I like it still. I don't mind it. I really enjoy it, and it's easy to put it up. It's easy to, you know, it's just so much easier. So I'm happy with it, and yeah, I think that's enough for now. I'm just gonna leave it there, and I feel a lot better. I feel a lot less stimulated. I feel more grounded. I feel hungry, which is exciting because there's gonna be so much good food to eat, and I am excited to eat it all. That's a really good feeling to have. Yeah, it's a pretty day. I wanted to film a quick video before the sunlight like totally faded for the day, and because I really like these videos when I'm sitting in the sunlight. So be nice to yourself, be easy on yourself. You're doing an amazing job. You've come so far, and there's so many beautiful things ahead. There's so many beautiful things that have happened in the past, and very recently there's been a lot of changes, and it feels so exciting and very scary sometimes, but so exciting. And yeah, I'm very excited for everything that's in store for you, and I'm very proud of you for making videos. I think this is 4 days in a row. That's pretty amazing. We'll see if I get it posted. I think I will. And yeah, don't stress about getting everything recorded at once. There's time. There's time to remember. There's time to forget and for it to be okay. There's time. It's gonna be a process. It's gonna be a process. Especially for the little like everyday things that tend to like slip between the cracks and get lost. They always pop back up, you know. It's okay. They're not gone forever, and neither are you, and neither are me. Neither am I. Yeah, that's how I can tell that I'm kind of at the end of the video, because I stop kind of knowing what to say. My words start bumping into each other. So yeah, just go easy on yourself. Yeah, and celebrate yourself. You've been working so hard, and you've been so visible lately. So visible. So that's amazing. And yeah, I can't think of any other messages that I have to give you. Just to take it easy and take it slow. Yeah, and have fun. Okay, bye.